Congratulations, well done. You look up at the back screen and Brownlow medal, All-Australian, Worsfold medal, a couple of Glendinning Allen medals, life membership and now Hall of Famer. I think you've done it all. For a bloke that was just a battler trying to get into the system, you've done it all.
I was a battler, but I absolutely loved it. For me, it's all about the journey. And I think the one thing I miss most now, it's that locker room banter, the week-to-week grind of just trying to get the absolute best out of yourself with a group of mates that you're just all in it together. For me, that's all footy was, and I just tried to always be that little kid running around having fun.
And persistence, and it's been well documented, and you've gone through this story many, many times, but the knockback, where did the persistence come from? Was it internally that you say, I know I can be at this level, or did someone drive it?
Yeah, I had self-belief in what I thought I could bring to footy. But I just wanted to play at the highest possible level I could play at. And if that was playing for Subiaco in the waffle, then so be it. But I was going to push myself to be the absolute best I could be. But I think Peter German at Subi kept believing in me, kept trying to help me improve. And when Trevor Woodhouse and Izzy gave us the opportunity, it was probably one of the best days of my life.
Now let's talk about some of the games. You played down in Geelong in that famous game, the famous comeback game. Is that just one of those games where you felt like, did you ever feel in that game that you couldn't win the game?
It was, to look back now, you can see why that team was so great. The belief at half-time in, Cuzzy, Coxie, Curry, these sort of guys, you knew they were just never going to give up. And that was instilled, obviously, from Woosha right down through the footy club. But yeah, there were times early in the first quarter I was thinking this is going to be the worst debut ever. But no, it was a huge day.
And it's a tough place to play. I know it's changed since then and the stands have changed, but how do you tell the current group to win down in Geelong? Or what is the magic of it and why is it so difficult?
I think it just comes down to self-belief. For that team in 06, they went on to win the flag, so they had those traits. But it's obviously proven to be a tough place to win. But teams coming over to play West Coast over here, it's just as difficult. So it just comes with elite sport.
Are you still playing?
No. I played a season a couple of years back down at Williams for a bit of fun, and I did enjoy it, just getting back to basics. But not anymore.
You look unfit. You look. What do you do for fitness? What are you doing?
I chase my kids around. They're playing a lot of sport at the moment, so. They're playing basketball, swimming, surf club, all that sort of stuff. So I just try to get involved as much as I can there and get a couple of runs in a week.
What about the Brownlow medal? Let's talk about it. I want to talk to you about going to the Brownlow medal and expecting to win or just to have a good night, get on the beers. What was the Matt Priddis philosophy going into Brownlow night?
I was very, very nervous, to be honest. I just knew it was a really open year. As a club, we finished off so well. I think we won, 5 or 6 games in the back of the year all in a row, nearly made finals. And I had a consistent year. The thing was that some of my best games were in some of our losses. So I thought if I could get 1s and 2s in those, then, she might be on. And halfway through the night, I was packing. I was really, really nervous. But looking back now, it was a huge honour and a great night. I'm
intrigued by the Brownlow medal night, and I don't know, and you don't strike me as one of those blokes, but you were a vote counter, kick counter, stat counter, know this game is coming up and I went okay, and you've got to hide the disappointment when you know the cameras are on you. What's going through your mind?
Yeah, I think all players know how you perform because we analyse so much of our games. It's how we improve. So, week to week, you're always trying to get better. It's amazing how much you do remember throughout
and you're sitting at the table and someone across the road gets 2 votes and you thought, well, I didn't think they played that well. Is it hard not to be really pissed off? Like when the camera's on you to go, I'm really pleased for you, mate, but you've just cost me?
I think Lecker did his hammy in the very last game of 2014 and he was on fire. So it's probably the reason why I did get over the line. So he looked after us.
And what about the club now? How much do you take in?
Mate, I absolutely love it. So I only get to about 2 or 3 games live a year, but we don't miss a game on the TV. My kids absolutely love it. Big Bunga is their big favourite, so hopefully they watch a fair bit more of him.
Just one last one. When you're playing at West Coast and you're coming through your 200-odd games, who was the one player that you could look across the locker room, change rooms and go, we need a lift, can they provide it? And you knew that they were going to be the barometer in regards to winning and losing.
Yeah, I think Dean Cox is the best player I ever played with. I think he changed the game for what the ruckman, what they're doing these days. He was mobile, could use the ball on both sides of his body, but just had those soft hands. So I was just fortunate enough to play with Nick Nat too, probably two of the greatest ruckmen of all time. So they definitely made us midfielders look a lot better than what we were.
It's been a great journey. I'm sure you want to thank a few people for it.
Yep, thanks, guys. The first is obviously the West Coast Footy Club. They helped me fulfil a childhood dream, which I'll be forever grateful for. So from Trevor Woodhouse, Nizzy, giving me that first opportunity. I'm so grateful for that. It's the leadership from the coaches that I think I learnt so much for. So I had Johnny Worsfold, who I believe is the best leader of men I come across in footy. Not only does he help you as a footballer, but developing as a young man. So thank you, Woosh. Adam Simpson, who I think is the best educator I came across. I probably played my best footy under Simo. Team defence definitely helped with someone like me with no leg speed. So thank you, mate. And then it's the everyone outside that, the assistant coaches, our physios, our trainers who give up absolutely everything to help the playing group get the best out of themselves. Thank you to everyone over my career for the assistance and help in that area. Obviously, my mum and dad, they were absolute rocks for me, particularly in those tougher years of being overlooked. But they just kept instilling me to be the best you can be, enjoy your footy, have the smile on your face. So they're fantastic role models and I absolutely love you. Thank you. And just finally, my wife, obviously, she's a beautiful girl. I've been together since we were 17. She rode the wave with us and absolutely loved it. So it was a great journey and I'm super proud tonight. So it's a huge honour. Thank you.